EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This brought in out past the 20. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun. It's Penix. That one on target to Moore. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On first down, it's Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Penix. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Penix. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds, right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Great London. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
for touchdown.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play and then the play after that? Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and you're going to get a good testament right here. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. That is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
3rd and 5.
Let's go. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks. It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 6
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, Penix. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Ready, break. Unlock line. Unlock line. Go. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's in! Great London. Touchdown Atlanta. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Oh, he missed another one. Another missed extra point. 2 thus far tonight. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, this is gives. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Falcons 20, Lions 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 41-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. This one to the tight end, Tremble.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on third down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
He'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give read. The running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on fourth down.
He'll get forward for Tucker. C.J. West in on the stop.
C.J. West. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Okay, break. 19 Lions.
He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
Going now, Penix on 1st down. That's gone. It's Trimble.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike. Is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And a lefty Penix on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
To throw again, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Penix going to throw again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 6.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Penix. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown Falcons.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
In motion now, it's Collins. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. From the 29, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 79. Rocco, let's go.
From the gun, it's Penix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
At the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd
From
and
the
9.
44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, here is Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 more yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one on target to Moore. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
And the Falcons.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Again, it's Penix. And that is hot in the end zone. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now the extra point.
The
through. And Falcons will extend this third quarter lead.
Lions 16.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football at their own 23.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump. Makes a great break on the ball.
Bijan Robinson inside the 30. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
Lions 23.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he will dive into the end zone. 91 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back to the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They hand it to Gibbs. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts, there's an element of understanding offensive game plan, and then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play. It stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
And here's Bijan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
They'll throw out of the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Quarterback is sacked. A 15-yard loss. It's second down.
The fourth quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now, faking the give. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
One more time, it's Robinson. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Past midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On first down, right back to Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the Lions' 46-yard line.
You're going to go play action with Penix. The pass is caught by Turner. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down.
They'll run with Robinson. Open space inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
13 more yards.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Ready.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
7 Pirates, 60 Bisons, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, Cup 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run with Robinson. fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal.
They'll go with him again.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one taken at the 7.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. Their own 9-yard
line. They'll go down to a knee. So it's a win here